Here we are with an estimated 340 player historical rules event. Our first round for today is going to be the Smithfield, followed up by the Crossley Creek. Here the regiments playing on the Union side, followed up by the regiments playing on the opposing CSA side. With that all in mind, server population right now is currently 336. Union right now up by 4 on the CSA side. In terms of artillery, each side has the option CSA taking 11, Union taking 5. So the infantry imbalance as a result is going to be 10 in favor of the Union side. Frontline reporters for today, Union perspective. You have Canada here from the 20th Georgia, and then on the CSA side, we have Jam from Colquitt's Brigade. Appreciate these guys so we can see what's going on the ground while also seeing what is going on in the sky. And if you're playing in this match, send me a link to your perspective, and we can place that in the pinned comment of the video. So, with that all being said, the Smithfield is about a 7% advantage to the attacking Union side. Originally, when this map was released, it was about a 14% ticket advantage to the attacking Union side. So Union losing, half of their advantage that they had, but still an advantage nonetheless. The Union attack is the 19th Indiana Regiment with the Springfield 61 and the 8th Ohio Regiment with the option of the Springfield 61 and the Springfield 55. Meanwhile, the CSA defense, on the other hand, both of their regiments, the 5th Texas and the 14th Tennessee, have the same weapon choice in that they have the Enfield, the Springfield 55, but more importantly in my mind, the Springfield 42 acts as a shotgun. If you've been watching this channel for a long time, you're probably like, this guy loves the 42, and I do. It's probably my favorite gun because, I was a part of the Irish Volunteer Brigade when I first joined. I'm a ginger, so I gotta rep it, right? So anyways, it's a shotgun, right? Shoots at close range. There's none other like it, at least in this game anyways. So, historically, Union has done one of two things on this map. They'll either push out from their main spawn and go through the corn on the extreme CSA left and keep pushing really until they swoop up this hill, which is why you have a large portion of the CSA team here. You got some Texas Guards artillery on the right side, but in terms of infantry, you got Colquitt's Brigade, Army Northern Virginia, 13th Georgia, Kentucky Outlaws, and Jenkins Brigade, with some Texas Guards infantry further forward. However, Union is taking a different approach. They are instead going to be trying to hit the CSA right side. Union doesn't do this as often because unlike traveling through corn, this is all wide open area, right? So it's going to be a lot more difficult for the Union team to push just because they're going to take a lot more casualties considering the CSA have good cover here. Instead of that CSA, you got the Italians of 2 Corps here, Midwest Brigade, Lee's French Legion, Hampton's Legion, Conscripted Virginian Army, Midwest Brigade, 51st New York, and Hood's Division, which Hood's Division bounced over from Union to CSA, so appreciate their help in that. Right, rules for this event, there's no sprinting until the 30-minute mark, no bayonets until someone hits that next morale stage of engage, so as a result, Union might want to make this shootout. They might want to go in. We'll see a lot of Union following up, but hopping up and over the New York Volunteers with some Irish Volunteer Brigade. Going about as far over as you can on this map before it's out of bounds. And they're just, they're just double quicking it up to the CSA line. That is the sprint of our day, at least for the first 10 minutes of the round. Here they come.
Off the fence, loaded fire.
So a lot more Unions starting to move in as quick as they can. You can see New York Volunteers pretty much get shredded.
No sprinting though, no sprinting. No bayonet. No bayonet, I saw you. Yeah. This guy's got a bayonet.
Cheating, dude. He's got a bayonet.
Hey, no bayonets. No bayonets. No bayonets.
Sword to the front. Sword to the front. Sword to the front.
The Union line gets a huge win there. 42nd Pennsylvania. The British regulars in the woods line there. 6th Arkansas on the outside with New York Volunteers. You got 2nd U.S. Cav. 88th New York. Some more British regulars. Irish Volunteer Brigade here forming up. And CSA gets pushed back pretty heavily. Lee's French Legion and 2 Corps The Italians are behind them, forming up right now and continuing the shootout, although a little bit weaker, and that's a huge gain for the Union side. Tickets fairly even, but that's about as good of a start as you can get, because once the Union team can get up to that snake fence position, they can get into the woods, which woods provides a good amount of cover, right? So they can sweep up, eventually push through, get up to the snake fence here, deal with CSA artillery, and they're not even occupying this battery. Said they're occupying the battery on this side of the map, but the point in the center of the open field here gives Union an opportunity to get there. Meanwhile, there's a bit of skirmishing going on the opposite side. CSA left side is pushed forward, and they're engaging with a couple of Union units here. You got 7th Michigan here on the extreme right side of this line. 11th Mississippi to their left, shooting it out. And then in the wood line here, you got 20th Georgia with some American German Legion guys. Just kind of shooting it out here.
Target rich environment.
So we got a good start for the Union side. They got to continue to deal the ticket loss to the CSA side, though. Just because, again, I mean, obviously, right, there's been a shootout for, you know, 3 minutes. There's been charging for a couple minutes since then. I mean, again, not a whole lot has happened, which is a little understandable why the tickets aren't too far down, but the Union has to keep the pressure up. Just because 36.5 minutes, almost 36 minutes now, seems like a lot of time, and it is. But in the context of War of Rights, it definitely cannot be. Or I guess it depends on the circumstance if it's a lot of time or not. But it feels like more time than it usually is.
I suggest we go towards RT southwest.
Far southwest south. Rebel flag.
In 10 seconds.
Left face double column on the move.
Left double.
Column on the
You
move.
can hear a bit of that communication. Officers in this event, no team chat. They have to communicate on the ground with each other, which can obviously make things difficult on a bigger map. But nonetheless, 2nd U.S. Cav, 88th New York pushing forward. CSA main spawns look like they're starting to arrive back in the vicinity. 42nd Pennsylvania, 6th Arkansas, I think realizing that, now backing up.
Look south, finish your reloads.
Nice, cheeky little complex move. Left just 40 seconds. Follow me, follow me. 40 seconds, take it down to the front. Plenty of targets.
Flag down.
Okay, I guess we're dressing right now.
Only left flag, southeast.
A little return volley there as CSA push up Multitude Hampton's Legion, whose division, 2 Corps of French. Looks like they're shooting the buck and ball there. You know, I spawned the Union side so we wouldn't get the arty pop up, but someone from CSA is charging Union battery right now. Who do we got over here? Jenkins Brigade. Are we surprised though? Man, Jenkins Brigade, Schumacher especially, been here for years. I remember when I started doing this, I mean over 4 years ago at this point, doing frontline, or what was it, the post-game interviews, don't really do those anymore for a multitude of reasons, but that's a different topic. But yeah, Schumacher would always come to those. Phenomenal. And also always tell me when they would charge it, and he'd have a theme song playing. I think it was different depending on the circumstance too, which, man, time flies. Both good and bad. So, CSA lines, I mean, they're keeping a little distance with the Union team. They should, you would think, have an advantage of the buck and ball at the closer range. Clearly not, though, as Union team bursts through the CSA right side. But, I mean, just zooming out here, right, you have some Union infantry here and there near the Union battery positions, which you have one over there. In the center of the screen, a little difficult to see. And then, obviously, the 1 Jenkins Brigade, those guys have charged out. But majority of the Union team pushing through here, and that's why they're able to win. They have a little bit more numbers. As you can see, some of the CSA here pushing it up close to the Union lines. It's 88th New York, 2nd U.S. Cavalry on the opposite side of Midwest Brigade, and Lee's French Legion there shooting it out.
Pro gamer, that's very, very bad.
Well, tickets actually starting to drop at a pretty decent rate here for Union side.
The guys can't see on the right.
Party on the right, dress left up to Parker, boys. Dress left on the Parker. Never mind, dress left onto me.
Dress left.
The Parker gets shot.
Over here.
Yep.
61.
Down this
Sit
line, down this line, better shot.
Independent fire, shoot low, break their fucking kneecaps, ladies and gentlemen. Dress it left.
These men getting through.
General Miller, sir. Go man on mortal pyro, General Miller.
Alright, left into line on my left shoulder.
Hanson, come back.
Jeez Louise, this Artie Pop was killing me. Jenkins Brigade, did they leave? I mean, you got more CSA shifting this way. I mean, there's a lot more CSA over here. Army of Northern Virginia, 13th Georgia, 8th Florida with 13th Georgia. But a lot more Army of Northern Virginia here for CSA than there is Union over here shooting it out. So that's certainly helping out the Union in the woods on this side, because if there's not as much of a CSA force defending that area, Union should do fine. And you know, every number matters. War of Rights is a numbers game in the end. Most of the time, anyways. Not always, right? Sometimes a sneaky plan can do wonders.
Watch out, TG. TG, north. Look north, those are enemies.
Yep.
It always surprises me. Yeah, I mentioned like what 8 minutes ago. It's always surprising. You know, despite me saying that 36 minutes, you know, is not a lot of time in this game, and that's very true. And on the contrary, it's really surprising me, and it's consistently surprised me in this event how each side loses so many tickets so fast. Because normally in shootouts, you don't expect tickets to be lost at a really decently fast pace, or a pace that is good enough anyways for an attacker. But I mean, both sides very close to engaged here, about the 30-minute mark, exactly what you want to see if you are an attacking Union side here. So it's always surprising. I mean, they have to be in the double ranks if above either 10 or 15. I always forget that number. I always ask and I'm always told, but regardless, they got to be in double rank. And maybe just because everyone's much more condensed, you know, it's a lot easier to hit a shot on a line. And then versus a lot of other events that we see, especially the North American events, because they'll do much more of an open order battle line than a double rank. Double rank's a lot more condensed, right? 2 thick lines here. French Legion getting a nice volley there. But unlike the double rank of everyone being tight, right, 2 tight rows against each other, the open order is where you'll have one-man spacing. So you have one guy put an invisible man to the right, and then an actual player to their right. So there's just a little bit of a gap between the players. Union lines continuing to shift over, though. Second United States Cavalry and 8th New York have been over here already, but CSA lines are trying to wrap around. Kentucky Outlaws shifted from CSA left over this side, keeping the shootout going. Texas Guards guys, some of them pushing up there to back up Kentucky Outlaws. They're almost kind of wrapping around the Union left's right, if that makes sense.
Down the fence west.
The right side of the Union left. That's probably a better way to phrase that.
Cole was given a retreat.
It was giving the retreat, then good shit.
Regulars, keep up the rate of fire. You can see them on the hill, boys. They're
Fix
moving.
bills.
Fix
Fine.
Shoot them
to the
down,
right.
gentlemen. Shoot the bastards down.
Fix bayonet.
Oh, I got the flag. No,
In front of us, in front of us, in front of us, in front
Guys,
of us.
me just saying the right left just reminded me of something. I'm looking it up right now, just so I can go with this.
Gentlemen, regulars, shoot it southwest.
Heard, southwest.
So, anyways, the prank I'm talking about was a driving test prank where they asked the guy a bunch of questions and we're naming a bunch of directions back and forth. Like, turn to the left, right, just stuff like that, right? Like, I don't know the question, but the context of the question, but the question that I have on my screen of this prank is choose one of the following. A, turn left. B, turn right. C, do not turn left. D, do not turn right. It's just, I don't know, it's a funny little prank. I'd look it up if you have a minute. But anyways, both sides hit engage at about the 28-minute mark. CSA hitting it right now. Meanwhile, the Union backside's kind of falling back, and what's turned out to be a little interesting here is you got Jenkins Brigade, Army of Northern Virginia, 13th Georgia, are basically behind the entirety of the Union team and now charging the back arty here.
Cock and ball.
So they're going to get a couple kills here, and Union team is essentially surrounded. You can see their lines are already starting to be diminished here. The buck and ball is going to really put in work slowly over the long run here. And Union's got to punch out, and that's what they're going to do here. At least some of them punching out. Maybe a little bit of delay. Some of the Union not getting involved here. And Union backs up, trying to get in cover, but again, they are completely flanked right now. There's probably a team killer so happening here just due to the crossfire. Here comes CSA.
Keep the flag down, keep the flag down.
Keep going. 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 Keep going.
Get to that flag!
You ain't going nowhere. You ain't going nowhere, Chopper.
So CSA side, huge charge from them. You saw one of those Union flags tried to leave, then immediately turned around because he's like, oh crap, there's a lot of CSA behind us, and they were there. Now Union lose 2 flags. Question is, are they out of bounds? It looks like one of them is the second one. Second one might be in bounds. Might, maybe not. Anyways, it's just a huge difference because look at that. One of those Union flags out of bound, despawn, 30-second timer on that. The other flag here inbound, so there's a 5-minute timer on that. Looks like we got a little engagement going on here. Only have Georgia pushing up. Heavily outnumbered here.
You're gonna miss. Are you even loaded? Are you even loaded? You're not even loaded. Oh, I should chase you. I'm not gonna. Oh, you died. You died.
Good shit, boys.
NV,
So, yeah, I mean, understandably a huge win there for CSA. Obviously, with the ticket amount, Union down by a third of a stage. What we, saw, right? CSA, their whole team got essentially around the Union, and Union was in a tight area. They were being shot down already, it looks like, by the buck and ball, even though they might have had a numerical advantage. It seemed to be what happened. And at that point, the moment you realize you're surrounded, you have to leave. You can't sit there. Even if CSA didn't have buck and ball, you're not going to last long there because you're, in any shootout, right? If one team's really spread out and the other team's really clumped up, the team that's spread out is going to do a lot better because it's a lot easier for the team that's spread out to hit one of the clumped up guys versus the other way around, right? So if you're Union there, you have to punch out. And that's what we saw from some of the Union regiments. Now, I think British regulars was one of them there. They pushed up and then fell back because they were kind of in the latter half of that. There were some Union regiments before, but it was good for Union to punch out there. But unfortunately, not all of them did. And even if they all did, it might not have worked, but it's better than just sitting and getting shot up completely. Because here's the thing, right? CSA completely surrounding the Union team. Union's all clumped up in the center. If that Union clump charges and punches out to one side or another, right? Union will outnumber at any given area if both teams are similar sized in that general engagement, which Union had basically their whole team in a circle and CSA had their whole team spread out. So you got to punch up there, punch out. You can't let yourself be shot out. Union tried, it failed, and CSA collapsed in wonderfully and got the job done. But nonetheless, Union down a half morale stage. Some of the Union here want to go in.
They're charging.
Oh, brakes.
Going up. Total lies.
Hey, guys.
Nah, it's alright. You're still gonna lose this.
Definitely not.
Sorry, dude.
Definitely not. Oh,
So New York Volunteers pushing that with 6th Arkansas and the British regulars. They're continuing to push through. Hood's Division, Hampton's Legion in the woods here too.
Run. Everybody back. Everybody back. Cover the flag. Pull it back.
And CSA's got to watch it. They're kind of being picked apart here a little bit.
We're so sorry. Стоять. Не разбегаемся, не разбегаемся, не разбегаемся.
Well, not as many Union, I guess, went in there than I thought. The CSA line holds there.
Толпой угасит даже яму.
Perception is everything, that's for sure. Jenkins Brigade. They pushed up there, but yeah, some of the Union now pushing up Irish Volunteer Brigades. Roberts Brigade to their left. 2nd United States Cavalry on the far left side shooting it out. And this match is going wonderfully for Union. I mean, sorry, CSA. Guys, it's actually the Union plan to, you know, get completely wiped like that and be down a half morale stage halfway through the game. It's actually their plan. No. CSA's done a very good job this round. I mean, as you can see, should have notified when I said it, but bayonets and sprinting is now a go, as we've seen. It's past 30-minute mark and someone's been hit to engage.
You can see him on the side. Easy pickings, boys.
But man, Union not having a good day. You gotta wonder what options the Union team is thinking of doing next.
Checkers.
Yeah, hold up. I'm not.
Checkers.
Czechoslovakia!
Many new ways to say check, that's for sure. But you gotta wonder what Union's thinking here. The CSA team, for the most part, is kind of resetting a lot on their CSA left side. Again, when you wipe the attackers, you know, it's like it's the beginning of the match all over again. Union's moving out of their main spawn, right? You as a defender don't know where they're going to go, and so you got to spread out and defend the whole width of the map just because you don't want to put everyone on one side and then just let the attackers run around you, right? So that's why in an instance like this, it'd be phenomenal if the Union team could all just group up and punch in, but obviously that is a lot harder to do than just mentioning it, right? Again, you got like 15 plus units on each side, something like that, and you know, you got to get a lot of them on board to do something. And that is not easy to do, especially with the language barrier that can occur. That's kind of the crazy thing in these European events. You get, you know, English, German, French, maybe Spanish, Russian, right? Maybe there's another language in there, I don't know. That can lead to a bit of interesting things, that's for sure. So Union trying to go in. Great arty shot from CSA, because look at that. The front guys that charged through, and now there's a gap between them and the back guys. Anyways, here comes another Union charge. A little quicker than last time, but they're hitting it in. Why are they sitting and shooting point blank against buck and ball? You have to charge into guys with shotguns. So Union gets completely slaughtered. Obviously, in the open, CSA Buckaball is going to prevail there. But whenever you're charging into or pushing up to someone with the 42s or the cavalry with pistols, you don't just sit in front of them and let them keep shooting at you. You have to charge and try to kill them so they can't get reloads and, you know, let it rip on you again. Because Union's at a disadvantage. If you're going to get close, you have to charge. But, I mean, you can appreciate Union trying to go on time. Definitely becoming an issue as Union now taking losses. 20 minutes left in the round. Yeah, it's always the difficult thing, right? Because Union has to play aggressive. They got to get quick, because charges are the only way you're going to get both sides' tickets down. Nice arty shot. Union could early cap, but they have to go in between the CSA defensive line, and CSA is not going to let Union early cap and stop the timer. But, I mean, it's difficult, right? You want to play aggressive, you want to charge, but you need the whole team with you, because at least it seems like in terms of communication and figuring everything out, it's a lot easier for a defender to do something than an attacker. Just because if you're a defender, you know, in coordination before the event, everyone figures out where they're supposed to go. As defender, you go there, and then you just shift based on where the attackers are sending most of their team, right? You just see where the attackers are going, and you move to it. It's not like you have to talk to your teammates to figure that out. Now, obviously, there can be some of it. Nice arty shot. They've been pounding this spawn. Union just letting it happen. But if you're attacking, right, unless you say in chord, we're going to hit this side the entire match, and even if you do say that, you know, if you want to change your plan mid-round, it's very difficult to do so. Because
Flag, 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 get your flag, get your flag.
a CSA group defending-wise, it just seems like it'd be easier in terms of choices. Nonetheless, Union team just kind of scattered out right now. Still got some flanking force from Army Northern Virginia here in 13th Georgia.
We did get contact
61st on George to the left.
And they're pushing up pretty dang far. You got some Union going center of the map, maybe trying to go to cap point. Oh, they're charging.
There's Yankees to our left, northeast. Be careful, Yankees northeast.
There he is, Yankee.
How's the Ida Batman go deal with those other people?
Hold the rocks,
Oh
hold the
fuck,
rocks,
that's a
hold
lot
the
of them.
rocks,
That's a lot of them. That's a
61,
lot of
hold the
them.
rocks. 61, hold the rocks.
Oh shit, oh shit.
Killer, there's a lot of them coming.
No, they're just sitting there.
Oh no, they want to shoot it.
Get your loads, get your loads. Start returning
I'm way
fire.
too tall.
Use hard cover and before rising.
So Army Northern Virginia gets a good wipe there with 13th Georgia. Looks like Jenkins Brigade's up here as well. 13th Georgia joining them as well, or they're behind. And CSA's defending this map, guys. They're not attacking. They're continuing to push forward. They're backing off, though. Some of the Union groups that pushed up in the center here, British Regulars, Irish Volunteer Brigade, in some rocks here, not close to point.
Get on the fence, shoot it north. That's the CSA company on the north.
Fuck, I can't believe I missed him.
And unless something drastic happens, Union teams, holy crap. Union side's not really going to be able to do much here. We got 12th Virginia gun there, just let her rip. Another 12th Virginia gun as well. So they're in coordination there. Oh my. Oh, poor British regulars in the Irish Volunteer Brigade.
Beautiful, they're done. NV to the right, to the corners, go west.
Jeez, they just got bombarded by Artie, and then CSA that were behind them pushed up and completely wiped them and get out of dodge. Union lose a flag, but that should be recoverable.
Hey dude, your line's done. You may as well go away. Your line's done. Run off.
Oh my God, there's a Yankee there. You're mine,
Leave him.
bitch.
Leave him.
Get him, shoot him, shoot him. Like, God, y'all, come on, thank
Good shot, bitch. Another group north, cover up, north.
So, Union team, looks like a majority of them are starting to make their way to the corn, so, you know, might as well try the opposite side of the map. It's taken Union a few minutes to get this move to happen, but that just makes sense, right? It's understandable. I mean, you can see CSA side is already positioned there. CSA is committed a large portion of their team here to commit to this side of the map. And again, looking at our server pop right now, 356. Union's up by 8 right now. Considering artillery, it's only... I was going to act like that's a shorter number. It's like 14. Anyways, you can see, right, 360 total. About 180 guys each side. CSA only has to defend 2 tiny areas, so they can cramp so many guys, regardless of the side, into these tiny areas here. And it's going to be very difficult, regardless of where Union decides to push. Very difficult for them to push through. Jenkins Brigade's running right by a Union team. Let's push it up here. Uh-oh, who's in the road? Texas Guards, watch out. And Texas Guards is basically wiped. I don't know how they get the flag out here. Timmy C, I think, gets it out. Union has to charge this. They don't have time. They have, you know, a little surprise advantage here. I don't know why Union is trying to get into a close-range shootout with guys with buck and ball. I get you have the fence, but still. There they go.
Bayonets and forward!
They're charging right.
Jay, what are you laying down?
Charge.
Charge!
Swing into the side, gentlemen, swing into the side.
Oh, watch out.
What's behind you?
Nice. Oh, you killed that friendly.
Keep pushing.
Hey, you lost, motherfucker!
Sorry, Ollie.
TKO, thanks for the assist.
Hey, kill that flag! Kill that flag!
Kill the flag, kill the flag. Fuck you, buddy. You can't. I can kill Parker.
You're not getting that flag out, buddy. You missed. Uninstall the game. Get out of here. Honestly, you all should uninstall this game.
Get out of here, Doug.
No,
Get out of here.
Yankee,
Get out of here. Get dead, Doug. Get out of here.
You
Get out of
can't
here,
even hit
Jim.
me! Holy shit, you're bad at this fucking game! Holy shit,
can't
don't
even do it.
hit me for shit!
You can't even hit us, dude. What are you talking about?
Dude, I've hit
Fucking
you.
suck, dude. Yeah, shut up. You're dead.
Oh my god, this fucking bug shot from Limat. Oh man.
Don't we love the War Rights voice chatter? Usually you don't see guys yap that long at each other. They're usually, you know, if they're that close, usually they're killing one or the other, not clinging the fence. It's very difficult to snap through a fence for whatever reason. It's a fence there, but CSA taking losses. They're up 2/3, 3/4 of the stage right now. And
step back from the fence for some concealment.
Second idiot. Oh, that one. Yep. Second idiot, reform.
only way for the Union team to win at this point is I think they got to hit CSA one more morale stage to breaking and then win a couple charges, capture point, and take the game. But they really haven't been able to do that yet. So you got some of the Union guys going for point. Uh-oh. Matt! Oh, he gets hit. Love Mississippi going in.
Guys, how you doing? Here it comes.
Allez, un combattant de go! Un combattant de go!
C'est bon. C'est nettoyé.
So, French Legion holds that there with some French or two corps. And so CSA gets a couple of huge holds here. Some more Union pushing in. CSA countercharging. Nice arty shot in the corn.
Come on.
Just kill the rest of them. Wipe them and then.
What do you mean kill the rest of them? Your team's dying.
I think they're dead. Let's regroup.
Come on.
Okay, they're dead.
Right.
CQB
Hold
pulled
the
back on
rocks.
me. We're going to the south.
61's hold the
To
rocks.
south.
back on Doug.
Sad Yankee noise.
Wow. What a straight up domination from a CSA side that's done things fairly well. They've reacted to wherever the Union team is moving. And they're just slaughtering them. Wow.
Smoke if you got him. Direct north.
There is at least 15 of them there. I don't want to hear it.
Direct north.
Just keep shooting them.
Oh, Yankees north on the fence. Fucking ball into them.
Buck and ballin', boys. It's the optimal buck and ballin'.
Hey, Cameron just in.
I ran over and got
Texas, go run.
Hey, Hawks is back up.
There's a flag. Oh, immediately went down.
Move to the right behind the friendly. Get behind the friendly.
come over here to help.
There's the flag.
Keep shooting them there.
I mean, they're just filing shots into the corn here. Are they hitting much?
Get the fuck out of here.
Still in full black.
What's the plan?
Bayonet
Nine, exactly. 9 exactly.
Charge bayonets.
Oh, there you are, Canada.
Yeah, I think he's AFK.
Second idiot, free form onto the right.
Second it is. Reform onto the right.
Fix this
Oh,
line.
Defend yourself.
Go, get it, get it.
Flag.
Talk about a surprise attack. Army of Northern Virginia showed up out of nowhere. Uniform blends in with the corn pretty well. They will lose that charge there, but very good surprise. I mean, CSA has a lot of tickets right now. They're up the whole morale stage at this point. That charge is... Union was about to go in, and that just completely delays it and forces them to spend time respawning and reforming up. So, not that bad of a charge. And Army of Northern Virginia's got the numbers to pull weight, too. So, they can do that kind of stuff. And it'd be good. Obviously, the circumstances depend, right?
These guys are awful.
Christ.
Uh-huh.
Fuck it. We'll just stay here with pure aura. I don't give a shit. Just hold, boys. Keep firing. Fire. Focus the right guys. All three of you. We got it. We got it. All four of you, boys. Let's go. help us, please! No, boys, you're all gone. What the fuck? Oh, Jesus Christ!
Oh, Jesus
you
Christ.
bastards! Bastards, I say!
There's no friendlies up there.
Well, that was a good attempt by 42nd Pennsylvania. I think this is the first time they've been in this event, at least in a hot minute. But I mean, a very long time. I haven't seen them. But more Union guys pushing up. Not a whole lot of them, especially compared to CSA.
Oh, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry, husband. I'm very sorry.
Got him. Get back into the cover of the corn. Get back into the. Oh, there's more Rambos. Watch out. Watch out. There's Rambos all over the place, Union. Rambos all over the place, Union. Keep those bayos down. Stay sharp. Stay sharp.
It'd be funny if that was a CSA guy saying that. Honestly, that'd be a great idea, you know, send a guy or two in there and be like, oh, they're Rambos, there's Rambos, pay attention to that, you know? You just gotta distract a little bit. But, I mean,
Let's go.
more Union forming up, opposite side of the map. Nothing too much outside of a shootout here and there.
Got Miller, we are getting the fuck out.
So, what a good round from the CSA team here.
Flag. Flag hold. We're holding. It was just a scrum group. Flag hold.
Stab them, they're on the ground, stab them.
Some of the CSA Jenkins Brigade pushing up and through again. Kentucky Outlaw guys charged in here.
Dude, what do you think you're doing? This is our corn, bud.
Oh, no, it's not. Fuck you.
Hey, we're alone. No one's here. There's only 3 of us. No need to be hasty. Don't shoot! Don't shoot!
Oh,
Shoot it! They fell back. Their 2 flags fell back.
Union spy.
You're the only one left. I definitely didn't swap uniforms. Did you, Remaster Abby?
so Jenkins Brigade's up here. They're doing the same thing that the Kentucky Outlaws just did a moment ago.
Так, за мной, на мне, все на меня, все на меня, все на меня, все на меня. Отставить, блядь, штурма.
What a round, though. What a round from CSA. It really hasn't felt like a, the broadcast at least has been going on for 37.5 minutes. Hasn't really been going on too long anyways.
That's self-first.
Wow.
Playing Nicodemus Hill was bad. What is it? Seriously, yeah.
How are they not changing
There's
15?
This rate of fire is
Going pretty bad
absurd.
for us too, man.
Prepare to move.
They got a lot of artillery.
Rally here.
They've got too much artillery.
2 ranks. Dress it up, please.
Come on, 2 ranks, boys, 2 ranks. Milling around.
I don't care what unit you're in. 3 flat. 3 flat.
Dress up, please.
3 minutes flat. Mike.
4 kids have done Left, double quick.
Oh, you hear Union 3-minute mark. They're gonna charge in.
Savages on here. Oh, cut the shit, buddy. Cut the shit.
Alright, you gotta go
Aw. I don't know if the officer was talking to the soldier there for stabbing the ground.
Burnsides has given the order. We must take that bridge. We must take it, sir. Where is General Burnsides with his horse? We need to form a 13-line column attack formation.
We're gonna make Field Marshal Haig cry. Let's go.
Take Cherie. Where's the historical element? Alright, at the sprint. Let's go.
Well, you heard it there. General Burnside ordering the push over a little bit of an area that is larger than a bridge. Oh my days.
General Burnside has said that it is acceptable casualties. Keep going. You're Irish. Your lives don't matter. Listen, there's a new boat on Ellis Island. They're being trained as we speak. That's acceptable casualties.
It's the worst thing I've ever seen.
We got this. Keep going.
Break him. Keep that flag down.
Get your ass out of here. Give me that pistol, boy. Give me that pistol, boy.
Don't stop. Up the hill.
Give me that fucking pistol.
Get to the point.
You're rambling, bro.
Push P. Push P.
If Union side hits CSA into breaking and capture the point, they win the game. Doesn't matter how the round's gone.
I got him, I got him, I got him, I got him, I got him.
This pop-up is going to be the death of me. Union's capturing point right now. Just briefly, Union's gonna win this game. Crap, this could happen. This could happen. CSA flanking force though here.
Keep going, keep going, keep going. All the way to point, all the way to point.
Haha, I got you, boy.
Come here, there.
Yeah.
Come here.
Jeez, Moe, how many? Oh my days. They need to fix that. They need to change that. It is pissing me off. 30 seconds. If Union captures it, they win the game. CSA respawn starting to show up. I don't know why these guys are running away. I guess they have CSA flags, but they're running out.
You shot my friend. You should actually keep going, big boy.
Clear them out, boys. Clear them out. Let's...
I don't like blue coats, but I love red ones.
So that'll do it. Union at very close there. Very close there. But in the end, CSA played a very good match. They earned the victory. Almost lost it at the end, though. Holy crap. I can't believe that was pretty dang successful for the Union team. You wonder if they would have done that earlier in the round. But anyways, it be what it be. Good match from CSA from start to finish. They reacted to wherever the Union team moved. They have the 42s. I don't get why Union in some instances just got up point blank to CSA and was like, yeah, we'll do a shootout. At that point, you just got to charge. But it is what it is. Another glorious learning opportunity here. And yeah, really not much more to say than that. CSA just did a really good job, especially that surrounding at the beginning of the round where they surrounded Union after Union pushed up through some of the CSA defensive line and then wiped them all. That was beautiful. That's something you see out of Hoy 4. But anyways, good first round. We will see you all shortly for the second round. Before we get into the second round, I'd like to quickly give a shout out to our YouTube members. Your support is greatly appreciated as it helps the work that we do here now, including the work that I have planned for the future of this channel, which, believe me, we have big things coming along the way, regardless of how long that takes. If you want to get live streams of all the War of Rights broadcasts that we do, including an exclusive non-War of Rights broadcast on the weekly, consider becoming a YouTube member down below. And with that being said, I hope you enjoyed the second round. And here we are with the start of our second round on the Crossley Creek. Server population right now is 342. The sides did switch, so Union last round, now CSA and vice versa. Number is actually dead even. However, both sides have artillery. The CSA taking 4, Union taking 16. So the infantry imbalance is going to be 12 in favor of the CSA side. Union has a 35% ticket advantage on this map as the attacker. They have the 28th Massachusetts with the Enfield and the 69th New York with the Springfield 42. Meanwhile, the CSA defense, they have the 33rd Virginia with the option of the Lorenz and the Enfield, and the 8th Alabama with the option of the Enfield and the Springfield 55. So Union traditionally on this map have attacked one of two ways. They'll either push up in the woods on the CSA right side, push through the house and barn area here, push up onto the CSA right side, and then collapse into the center where the point of contention is. Alternatively, and this is what we see with the bulk of the Union team, they are trying to hit the extreme CSA left side, and as we saw exactly with last round, one side has a bit of cover, the other side a little more in the open here. That's what Union's going to have to try and cross to get into the CSA lines. Now, it is out of bounds here, so they can't go up to the fence line. They can't even get close to it, but nonetheless, they're pushing up. Again, no bayonets until someone hits engaged, and no sprinting until 30. Here comes the Union.
Get your shot in the woods. Get your shot in the woods.
The Union team breaks through the CSA defensive line, although the center's turning. Union already hits a phenomenal shot on one of those regiments there.
Oh, please kill that guy. Thank you.
Keep reloading. They're coming down the fence line. On the right.
Yeah, be afraid.
I'm afraid of that sexy ass.
So that Union push-up kind of halted a little bit, but at least they have a position on the CSA left side. British regulars mixed in here with 7th Michigan, Beef, and more. Another great arty shot from Union, which Union arty, if you're going to take 16 guys, they should be putting some great shots here on the CSA team. Good chunk of the CSA hasn't shifted over this way yet. You got 88th New York, 2nd United States Cavalry on the right side. You got Roberts Brigade and 6th Arkansas here. Looks like Roberts Brigade's starting to shift over here. You got the 42nd Pennsylvania here in the center. They're pushing out. Maybe try to get a flanking position around. We've seen some of the CSA regiments that are already here. New York Volunteers hunkering down this left side. We've seen all the others in the center. Union, meanwhile, part of the charging groups, Midwest Brigade, Colquitt's Brigade, Conscripted Virginia Army, Texas Guards, 8 Battalions of 2 Corps, 13th Georgia, Lee's French Legion, Army of Northern Virginia here. Only mention that because there's some Union units not involved in this. 42nd Pennsylvania is going to charge the Union artillery. They've hit some good shots, so they're trying to silence them here.
I'm not worried about it. Go through the cannons, go through the cannons, then hit him in the rear. Go through the cannons, then cut left to the fucking flags. Go forward, clear these flags out. There you go. Clear them out the cannons, boys. Clear them out the cannons.
I'm gonna die.
Use your shots. Use your arms.
How are you missing?
No sprinting, no sprinting. Alright, don't chase, don't chase, don't
The
chase.
Union already backs off, but this is a lot of the CSA team to commit to a defense of the Union artillery, or just neutralizing it, which is going to release the pressure on the Union that are holding forward. Mentioning some of those Union groups that are, you know, not over in the fighting per se. You got the 51st New York / Sherman's Brigade, whatever you want to call them. Hampton's Legion, Hood's Division over here, and then further back, you got the French of 2 Corps. Again, some CSA are over here still, so I guess not the worst trade in the world, but they're still up there. Union's starting to push up center a little bit here. Army of Northern Virginia pushing the pace.
Nuts right here. I'm gonna calmly load in your face, and then unload in your face.
2 flags right, 2 flags south.
So shootout commences, which, unlike the previous round, CSA side does not have the buck and ball, which should help the Union team a lot. Army of Northern Virginia is on the point.
I know. They're not shooting at us, they're shooting at the flags.
Don't know if they intend to cap or not. It wouldn't hurt them. Union slightly up.
To the northwest. Let's go.
break loads, hurry up.
Now it looks like they're going to try to turn around to the 42nd Pennsylvania, who, you know, it's a nice flanking spot. They're in the middle, though, of a lot of Union. And if they lose the CSA flag, that could be very hurtful for CSA, and I think they realize that, and they're starting to get out with Army Northern Virginia turning around here.
This is gonna suck, boys. This is gonna suck.
We love the good old misinput. But yeah, Union's essentially done everything they need to do on this map at this point. I mean, they've taken the ground they need to. CSA has a strong defensive line here, and the Union team just kind of punched straight through it. And with at least the 69th New York Regiment for the Union side having the buck and ball, who's the 69th? For Union, Army Northern Virginia 13th, they're up here. Texas Guards, Colquitt's Brigade, Kentucky Outlaws, they're up here. So Union team here has a lot of Springfield 42s that the CSE side is going to have to charge through a lot of open area. They could try to go to the opposite side of the map and then push up the snake fence here, but you're really cramming yourself down a tiny area. But once Union left side gets up here, full Union team could be up here and make it even that much more difficult for a CSE side to try and retake the point here. Which Union is very close to early capping, which it wouldn't hurt them really to do so, just because tickets are fairly even right now.
They're on the straight fence east.
Yeah, round ball that.
That was right.
So we'll see if CSA, I mean, they're probably going to have to do some effort at some point to try and retake the position, unless they just want to sit back and kill time. But looks like they're going to try to push up New York Volunteers.
On the line.
If someone wants to shoot that flag to my right, I'll be very impressed.
Go on, Philly.
Aim low, aim low.
So they are for now keeping the shootout at least a little bit of a closer range. Point is just naturally decaying right now. Army of Northern Virginia cuts in. They're going to get a great flank of the New York Volunteers.
Go to the rocks. Go to the rocks. Go to the rocks.
Get out of there, go.
NYV, come on.
So New York Volunteers gets out. Army of Northern Virginia, great flank on their part. Serpent's Brigade's pushed up. Rest of the Union left get ups here. They can easily push out the CSA groups there again. They're not necessarily going to know the number, but nonetheless, Army of Northern Virginia on point here.
It's not easy for them to take it back.
And they will early cap. So black timer stops, gold timer begins. 20 minutes on that. Jeez, I'm trying something out where I turned my night light up to max. So like everything's super orange for me. It shouldn't come out super orange on the broadcast anyways. But the yellow timer, I can barely see it. It's a little funny. Oh man. Serpent's Brigade's being shot to crap though. 6 Arkansas has got a nice turn flank. I don't know why the Union guys over here are not pressing forward here.
Take aim, same spot, take aim.
Take aim!
About face.
On the back.
I mean, maybe they just see the CSA up there and they're not getting involved. I don't know. But huge CSA movements on the Union right side right now. 20th Georgia, British regulars here pushing up. And they're going to quote-unquote charge in here. Sprinting is live on 18:28 on the gold timer, so 20 minutes till that, or 20 seconds till that.
Fuck you, keep it back.
Yours.
Fuck out of here.
Send it.
No, you ain't getting shit. Get out of here. Stop doing that. That's not nice. That's not my friend.
Kill that flag, boss. Get him down. Kill this fucker.
Come shoot him. Oh my god, you suck.
There you go.
Shut the fuck up.
So in the end, multiple CSA reinforcements push ups to help out there. 11th Mississippi, Irish Volunteer Brigade, 7th Michigan. Rest of the CSA kind of in center right side, push up onto the point here. And they're going to retake the point, and you got to wonder why a large portion of the Union team is just over on this side of the map, not pushed up. Not saying that would have made the difference, but it definitely would have made things a little closer. What is the Union artillery doing there? Is it going to get a shot off? Uh-oh. Oh, my. Well. So, Union team losing 3 flags there. 5-minute despawn timer on those. Going to result in Union respawning all the way back here. And as a result, it's going to be forever for the Union team to get back up here. At least it's going to kill, 4 or 5 minutes off the clock. And that's time Union can't afford. Now, early camping gave Union a few extra minutes, that's for sure. But nonetheless, it's going to hurt a little bit. So CSA retake, black timer continues. Union hits engage, so bayonets are now live. And I'm pretty sure sprinting is live as well. Yeah, sprinting is alive. Sprinting is alive. Who would have thought? They invented sprinting at the 30-minute mark. 15 minutes into a round, they invented sprinting, guys. Crazy invention for war. Oh! There's a nice little volley there from 88th New York and 2nd U.S. Cav.
Better like that.
Yeah, he did.
Wait, why are they hiding in the barn? Isn't that illegal?
They're not in the barn, they're on the other side, but that wall is 100% not protecting them. Alright, I'm start. Left face. Oh, Eddie, I was about to...
So, I mean, it's kind of an iffy outlook for the Union team, right? They've gotten both sides down to engage by the 30-ish minute mark. But they have to keep that aggression up.
Fill in 2 ranks on the fence. Independent fire.
Ideally, around the bush if we can.
They're firing us to the northeast.
You're behind the bush. Move to the right.
So for now, outside of the Union left regiments, which really isn't a whole lot left, shooting it out. I mean, Union team's still not engaged. It's been almost 2 minutes now. The Union team hasn't been engaged.
Yeah, we're not spread out.
Hello, artillery. And I mean, part of it as well is the fact that Union has so many guys
Just shoot better, bro.
on artillery. And again, it's good or bad, right? Union artillery, don't get me wrong, they've hit some nice shots this round. Union up by 4, considering artillery. Union has 17, CSA has 4. I mean, that's a 9-man infantry imbalance to CSA sides right here. You just got to almost wonder if it's worth it. So Union infantry starting to get in that arty battery position.
Fucking Burnside charge the left. You want me to let other companies know?
Keep up the independent fire.
But you got to wonder. The other sucky thing for the Union side, right, is Union lost those flags about what? Like 4-ish minutes ago. And so the Union team has spent a good amount of time respawning and getting formed up moving out here. These flags are going to despawn very soon. And so 3/4 of the Union team could have pushed up to this position. And by the time they actually get up to try and get these flags, they might despawn. And then Union has to wait for someone to spawn in and then get all the way up here. So it takes double the time. It's like Hooker's push. The Union attack on the Antietam maps. So this is... Man, those 2 officers just got shot by a CSA volley. The Union, they got to try and get these flags up, or else time will be killed. Now, it looks like one will be recovered by DC there from A and B. We know in Virginia getting that, which that's at least one flag that won't despawn. One of the Union flags over here despawned. The second one, any second now, to despawn. 20th Massachusetts. Look how nice of a flag this is. And there it goes. So... Union team down half of their flags. They're going to have to spawn main, and it's going to take a couple more minutes for them to get up here, which is going to create more difficult for the Union side, because if Union wants to take ground and hold ground, both of those things, if they just want to try to charge and cause some chaos, then it doesn't really matter as much. But if they're going to try to charge forward and, you know, make things competitive, take ground, especially when they have to charge across the wide open field here, they're going to need those flags. So Union's not going to have flags for, you know, another 3 or 4 minutes. And that's, you know, wasted 5, 6, 7, 8 minutes. But the round is gone. But, you know, props to CSA there for all grouping up, charging through and wiping Union side there, getting those Union flags down.
Oh, lovely shooting, boys. One more guy's there. He's going to try and grab the flag. Somebody shoot him down again, please. I don't want to see him up there. Oh, lovely.
Work is too good, man.
I do say, just keep your independent fire, but anything in front of you, if I see him going for a flag, then I will let you know. Independent fire, they're cannon actually, they're going to try and shoot us. Please, to the northwest north. Down that line.
We're doing so much fucking sticker damage. Jesus Christ.
Directly over there, independent fire, directly in front down my line. See the smoke. Shoot those.
Jeez. Yeah, and I mean, this ticket gap, as Flores was mentioning down there, is starting to favor towards CSA. That Union flag is down. You can see all the Union guys that have died and just trickling out. I mean, Union team is so scattered, they can't do anything. Flag protection is the most important thing you can get. That's why you should buy insurance for your flag bearer. You want to invest in a man that'll do wonderful things with the flag.
Yeah, he's gone.
42nd Pennsylvania gets some shots off. I mean, this is... Wow.
Фитиль.
Oh, let's watch this drive. Hopefully he doesn't hit that guy that just walked in front of the cannon. I assume they were going to fire it. Watch, the moment I move my camera, they're going to fire the gun. Oh, maybe not, maybe not, maybe not. Wow. Did they not fire the gun?
They're pushing a cannon left side of the road.
Did they not fire it?
Sorry.
Алло, спать куда убежал, стрелять-то можно, алло.
Oh my.
We need ammo.
He overshot that. What are they doing all sitting behind the case on?
You even use the 10-pounder.
Не надо его бить. Потому что у нас нет.
So sorry for taking this. I'm sorry. We need ammo.
Don't worry. We lost all cannons with the 10 powder.
Yeah, I'm gonna go for another one too.
Надо, считай, попытаться их вернуть.
Вы долбоёбы, хули вы тут сидите, блядь, спрячьтесь.
We need a War Rights translator.
Идиот! Еще раз увижу тебя на этой хуйне, и это будет самый грустный день в твоей коротенькой жизни. Стой.
Ладно, стой так, стой.
If only I understood. Hopefully, very nice things. These French Legion behind, they got a volley off. So, it's been 8 minutes. 8-9 minutes. Union team has not pushed out for another assault. They've just kept the shootout going. Now, it looks like the trickle has kind of stopped, so Union has all their flags. It's just going to be a matter of can they communicate and push forward. What are they doing?
Hi.
Alright, I don't want to watch this already shot. Big old Napoleon. Okay, are they gonna fire it? Are they gonna fire it this time? That was short. Okay. More and more the CSA lines are shifting back. Some of the CSA that were forward here backing off. A lot of movement here from CSA. 6 Arkansas, 42nd Pennsylvania. Roberts Brigade, New York Volunteers. They're all falling back. Someone must have seen some Union pushing up here because there's a good amount of Union here. They haven't charged yet. Again, it's you know, almost been about a fourth of the match of the Union team has sat around and not pushed forward. Maybe a fifth. Yeah, definitely a fifth of the round. Union team hasn't pushed forward here, and they're getting killed on this shootout despite having a huge ticket advantage in this map, 35%. But here they go. At least they're pushing up.
Let's go.
Uh-oh, CSA starting to aim in the distance. Dodge and weave using the buildings to cover, and they're going to hit them. See CSA counter-charging off on the backside, trying to get Union flags as they hold.
Die. Good. Keep going. USA flag here. Get it. Get this flag.
Stay down.
Crockett behind you. Crockett,
Where to go? I don't know where to go.
I got him. Rollins, with me. Defend me. Get this flag. Ah! Come here.
42nd Pennsylvania trying to get it down, but there's enough Union here. So, CSA team gets a very huge hold on that part. Union don't lose any flags, unlike the previous time. Again, Union needs to keep their flags up again in a very bad place. Both sides today have had difficulties attacking. Not easy to, especially with just how it is in this event.
Anyway, you charge this card is fucking gonna get torn.
Yeah, I can already see your brain splattered. Oh my god, the second Engel joins and plays the game, we're losing.
Check it out, lumber.
Fuck!
Careful, Jake.
I'm
no good.
I'm a boon to the team.
Man, if I was to lay down,
CSA team
shooting at my legs.
And anyone that is peeking out even a little bit just gets shot. Even the guy spawning in here. Although Hodge there dodges. TJ is playing with it.
I am stuck.
Okay, Mr. Leonard.
Crazy angle. Jeez, CS is crouching to see him. That's awesome. Wait, who is that crouching? 80th New York. 30 Knights and Scouts.
If you get up on each other's shoulders, you'll get.
I said this is chargeable, are they?
You know, I normally don't like crouching. I really don't, but it's honestly a very good use of it. They're up so many tickets, ticket cost if they die doesn't really matter, but it doesn't look like a whole lot of them are dying. Oh, are they pushing for him?
Oh shit.
Thanks for the tickets, retards. Thanks for the tickets.
Let's move forward. Better. Go.
Let's go.
Take the hay bales. Take the hay bales and light them up in the fucking field.
They're going out of bounds trying to get around their side right now.
I can't do it because you... Hit him with fucking ball. Get in the corn. Man, team.
Themselves off. We're going to
Flag down, keep pushing.
Keep going.
Flag down, keep pushing.
All the way, guys. All the way. To the snake fest. To the snake fest over here.
Union are breaking through a little bit as they taking losses. Good amount of Union forwards. Union has their flags in the corn, although some CSA reinforcements are wrapping around. It's 11 Mississippi and the British regulars.
We're evicting you from this corn.
Protect the flags.
You're being evicted. You're being evicted. Get those flags up. Get those flags up. Down them. Down here. Get these flags up. Go down. Keep going down. Keep going down. Get these flags.
Very difficult to see what's going on in the corn, ain't it?
Yeah, blood.
You have a license for that
You got a license for that flag, yeah?
Give me that flag! Give me the flag!
Where are you aiming?
You got a license for that, really fucking annoying.
You got a license for that,
Where are you going?
Guerrilla tactics at his finest.
So it looks like CSA will pick up the downed flags there, but Union has some ground. More of a shootout happening on that side of the map. So Union at least has a little bit of ground here. CSA getting closer and closer to taking losses. Got a little bit of some flankers here.
Kill him.
Yeah, we are here.
Bro, what the fuck?
Hey, behind us.
Sorry, sir.
Kill him.
Flags! Get to the fence! Get to the fence!
Keep them up! We're holding! Keep holding! Keep holding!
No, we're not.
So Union getting distracted here and there, which is leaving a little bit of open room. Here comes some more CSA.
You will die, boy.
Difficult to see, but a couple of the British regular guys are chasing the flags down. 42nd Pennsylvania as well. One of them is knocked down. The other two slip away. Meanwhile, 42nd Pennsylvania is trying to chase them down and knock them down so they, can't respawn anyone over here. You can already see a good amount of Union guys are spawning back at Maine. Who's going to hit the shot?
You've got a shot. Take him. Nice.
Charles hit him. So Union loses 2 flags there, but they're out of bounds. Good on Gareth there. And then Raid Shadow Legends. No, I'm kidding. I'm sorry. It cuts off the name.
Keep moving south for a second to the fence.
Railed Wolf. Yeah, good on Railed Wolf there. I'm sorry if I butchered that. And Gareth there. Getting those flags, keep them out of bounds. So Union will get those back. But again, it's going to take them, we'll get another 3-4 minutes to get back up here. And it's time they can't afford. Time they cannot afford indeed. So, a little bit of downtime here. We'll see. Both sides attacking tonight again have been struggling. Significant amount. Not been easy.
I'm in a wrong conflict.
And you almost gotta wonder here. Obviously, you have some Union guys up here. They're not gonna be able to do much. You gotta wonder what Union's thinking over here. If
we leave this match and we forget this match. Fuck it.
Well,
Fuck this
sure
out,
we're
guys.
doing
Like,
a better attempt on this
maybe
map
we can
than they
protect.
did on
Maybe
Smithfields.
let's the units stay on spawn for the rest 12 minutes. Do a protect. We are playing this map, bro. Holy shit.
I'm cool. Hey, Crowley, you have a nice mustache.
Yeah, my mustache. Because have you seen my new mustache?
No.
So, check it out, though. Come in.
It's all I can see.
It's a Virginia mustache. Holy shit, dog.
Hey,
Holy Virginia must
is the corn look tasty?
Bro, I wish we could play Virginia and playing fucking Moon. The Irish League. Oh my days.
Well, you hear them what they're saying, you know? What they got.
Hey, we're going all the way. Sure, we need you.
Should have been might just go for it.
Do not show the mercy, do not show the mercy. You ain't got the mercy. Do not show them shit.
Keep going.
You showed them on the
Artie
bullets.
missed. Artie is agreeing. Let's go. Let's go.
Get in them. Get in them. Get in them. No push.
Hold on to that feeling. Hey, give me a foreskin.
Keep pushing. Keep going. Keep going. Keep going. Keep going.
Go straight east. Charge through. Push it through.
Keep going, man. Keep going. Keep going. Run into him. Let's go. Don't stop and fire. Keep
pushing, CQB. Keep it pushing.
Keep going. Keep pushing. Form up over here. BEF. Form here. Form here. Bayonets down.
How about you fucking don't do that? Don't stand around like an idiot.
I survived the initial
Nah.
charge.
Let's go. Keep going. Hit this next group.
Got more to our left.
The Union team is going to get success like they had initially. A lot of the Union guys are not up here yet. I don't know why. Again, granted, you have some CSA not over here, but really should be no reason for Union infantry at this point to sit back. It looks like they're going to start the push forward here. Which is good on them, because this is probably a Union second to last best attempt at this.
Kill them all. Kill them all.
Go right. Go right.
Charge him out. Charge him out. Charge him out. Charge him out. They're weak. They're gonna break.
Flank it out. Got the stuff to the point.
Charging going west. Charging going west. If you're not hearing me shout west, then you're deaf as a motherfucker.
No.
Kill these fucking guys. Kill that fucking guy.
Get your bells on, boys.
Okay, let's go.
We should cap this. We should cap this.
So Union team wins on it. Now, you heard them say they're going to cap it. But here comes some more CSA.
Restez sur la fence, messieurs, une fois que vous avez nettoyé.
More CSA.
You can't handle it.
I got that damn flat. Oh, behind, east. You silly man, you meant to start.
Behind? They're coming from everywhere.
Just hold the points. Hold the points.
So Union team early caps the point. Black timer stops and CSA's and taking losses. That's a 7-minute timer. More CSA pushing up. And CSA's gone from like a high taking losses to going to like 2/3 of the way through taking losses right now, if not 3/4. They lose 2 flags, one of them will be picked up. And if Union team outright holds for a little over 6 minutes at this time, they will win the game. CSA is going to have about 2 good pushes. Their main spawn a little back in the woods there.
Keep dressing
Hit that main line. Hit the main line. Right to left.
Hit the main line.
Dress it up to Mr. Vip, please. Behind him, please.
Once you've shot, dress right. I'm looking at you on the left.
Dress it right, dress it right.
And no one has dressed to the right after firing. If you're on the left, once you fired, dress right.
So we'll see. We'll see if CSA can break through. They've done it before. They can do it again. The nice part for the Union side is they have, for the most part, CSA's mostly gone in independently, and they've charged in and kind of been defeated in detail going in. So as a result, Union side's been able to hold the point, and that's why CSA's lost so many tickets so fast, as Union's holding a bunch of charges in a row. CSA went in a little more together, I think, last time, but nonetheless, 2nd U.S. Cav, Marie, they pushed up with some 88th New York guys to harass Union artillery. And we'll see what CSA does. Looks like most of the CSA is trying to wrap around the Union right side right now.
Right here, independent fire, commence firing at the fence, right here.
Online, independent, pick your target.
Get up to the rock edge, get up to the rock edge, independent fire.
To the rock, to the right, move it up to the rock. Move it up to the rock on the right.
So this next charge, whenever CSA decides to go in, it's going to be huge. If CSA can push Union off and wipe their flag, CSA will have about won this game. If Union team can hold, though, and hold, again, for 4.5 minutes, hold the point anyways, they'll win the game.
That's Union right there.
Kill that Unionist. Kill the Unionist, big dogs.
Easy shots, boys.
Don't let them use that kick.
So, of course, we'll see what happens. Looks like Union artillery guys are operating the guts. I think their officer just team killed their own guy here. Maybe. Oh, maybe not. But CSA is going to have to charge here soon. The thing is, 7 minutes, not a long counterattack time. The problem is, the more CSA shoots this out, less time they're giving themselves to have a chance to reform after if they fail a charge. And then charge in again, right? The shootout's not really going to do much for CSA. It's really not. Shootouts aren't going to, you know, totally wipe your opponent unless you, like, surround them and, you know, have, like, buck and ball or, you know, number them a little bit. But shootout's not going to make too much of a difference. CSA's got to push it, and they need to give themselves time for a second attack in case the first one fails. Which maybe will, maybe won't. Well, who knows, right? But CSA's putting a little extra stress on themselves by doing so. I think anyways. CSA starting to push up through the bushes here. 7th Michigan pushing that way right now. More CSA pushing up behind them. Union already looks like they had a shot in there. And a lot of the CSA in the distance starting to wrap around into the wood line there, pushing up. 3 minutes, not a lot of time. And here comes some. And looks like more CSA are pushing in. Here they come.
You missed. How could you miss? I was right in front of you.
Go! West! Back to the point.
Work in pairs, work in pairs.
Non, pas toi. You're dead. Allez, on nettoie. Voilà. C'est pas fini. Oui. Toi, tu tapes dans quoi, toi?
So zooming out here, you still have the Union and CSA left. Union flags are trying to get out right now.
Yep, get the flags out.
Run, flag, run.
Hey, don't chase about things.
And it looks like in the end, CSA side will retake the point here, barely. But they will take it back. Black time will continue. It's actually huge Union team kept their flags. If Union team loses their flags on the CSA defensive line, then as a result, CSA will, like 99% chance they win the game. Sky. Oh, man. Artis. Jeez, how do I say that? Artis Tip.
Good job.
Tipus. Artis Tip. Oh, I said that wrong. I misread. Aristipus. There we go. It's about as close as I can get. Apologies. We got Xavier. We got Goat Z. Good on them for the flags there. I mean, that's huge, right? The Union team's going to be able to spawn guys up front. Now, it looks like a couple of them, a good amount of them, still decide to spawn at main, which it's going to take them a couple minutes to get up here. I mean, probably maybe take a couple minutes to get everyone spawned in through the flags anyways. Nonetheless, though, it's going to come down to the next... Union maybe has 2 charges left. And that's a maybe. Could just be 1, because if they lose a charge here, or the next charge anyways, and they lose the flags, then they'll have to spawn at main, and it'll take them a few minutes to get up here, and that's just nothing they can afford there. So, really good match by both sides here. I mean, the fact that Union's still in it, despite for a large portion of the match, them basically having to sit back in their spawn is absurd. Or not, they're not sitting back in their spawn, but moving from their spawn to the actual fighting area, waiting for flags to despawn and whatnot too. I mean, CSA's done a good job at it, but the fact the Union's still in it,
Did you not know that the Dutch are a race?
wild to think about.
Keep it left.
Jesus.
IVB, what's your plan? What's your plan? Coming from BEF all the way on the left. IVB, officer.
Yeah.
What is your fucking? What's your plan? We need to know. So BEF can help.
Well, our plan is that we're not going to make the same mistake and let them try come from the left side. We are going to be a constant. We're going to stay here and constantly shoot them until they come. If there is support that's needed on the right side, then we will come to the right side, but only if.
Yeah, I mean, Union team has had 2 successful charges on this side. That's where they're forming up to go again, and they got to go in, like, within the next 30 seconds.
I know.
Relic, why aren't you taking a knee? Relic!
Don't go down.
What time are we pushing?
Fuck are we ball?
I'm going to have to coordinate it with the artillery, Lamont.
There we go. Big charge here. Union needs to keep the flags up. If they outright win the charge, they can capture point and take the game. CSA obviously needs to hold the point. If they can knock Union flags down, they'll for sure solidify their victory here today on this second round. Both sides, good chance to still win this. Union could hit final push in this charge. Maybe the same for CSA. Why is some of the Union not involved in this right now? Maybe they don't know. Colquitt's Brigade, Texas Guards, Italians at 2 Corps, at least French Legion. They need to get up and involved. Maybe they don't know, but CSA is hardly contesting this. I mean, very much contesting this.
Brace, boys. They're coming into our right. Northeast.
Hey, break the roads,
Brace, hold the line. Do not move. Hold together.
Stab together.
Left, right, 20 seconds.
Charge. Spear wall.
Judge.
Like those Union regiments from the woods pushing forward, but it's very late. I mean, very late. CSA is able to defeat in detail considering they have most of their guys on the left side, unlike the past charges.
Oh, you stabbed me, asshole.
Hold it, let's hold it.
Kill his flags, kill his flags.
So Union lose so far 2 flags, 3 flags. 4 flags. So huge win for the CSA side. Union its final push. It might have lowered that timer. I don't recall. I wasn't looking at the timer anyways. But CSA not in last stand yet. Union team, it's going to take them a couple minutes to get up here, and they're going to be stringing off across a big open field here.
J'ai dit que c'était le sien.
So we're not the ones sitting back doing nothing. Hey, we were the first one to get fucking shredded by those 80 fucking rebels on the other side of that tree line. I went up there with my 6 guys and we got volleyed.
Are you sure there wasn't 7 of you?
Oh. The team's double quick into the rear. We need to wait till we mess up. We can't trickle out.
Decoys is crashing out in real time.
Reload. Le mat, on recharge.
Reload.
Le mat,
Allez, on est pareil.
Bon bah,
On s'en fout, allez, pas de putain.
On s'en fout. On est meilleur, on est français, n'oublie pas.
Laisse passer les alliés,
Allez, on suit.
Union side, they've got 1 push left. Team very strong out majority in the front though, at least. And so this is it. They'll be able to hit CSA into last stand. So if they die, they don't come back. Union actually might have a chance here. They got up here a little quicker than I thought. But again, maybe they're a little more patient back then. But if they can pick up their flags and keep spawning guys in and maintain the charge for a while, they might have a shot at this. Because again, you hit CSA in the last stand. If they die, they don't come back. And Union can keep spawning guys in with their flags. They might have this. CSA has to wipe as many of the Union before they get up to the flags. Here comes some volleys or fire. Not hitting a whole lot, at least from what I'm seeing, but nonetheless, still more CSA firing in. This is it. CSA needs to push out to prevent Union from getting these flags up.
Keep it going. Get the flags up.
Here they come.
Come on, boys. Fight it out. Fight it out. Push right.
You don't get the fucking bed right on. Green flag on the right, get this guy!
Green Victorian shit!
Get him, Gordon. That's right, Gordon. Get him.
Rally back to point.
So CSA will hold very well. A good amount of them left. I mean, don't know the exact number of CSA alive, but a very good one from CSA, you know. The ticket balance working out fairly well for this match of Crossley Creek and the one watched the other night. Not the case. I think Union team won that by a lot, but honestly, that was a couple days ago at this point. That was so long ago. But good rounds, defense. Both rounds do well today. CSA for this round, the moment the Union got around point and held there, they, all things considered, except maybe the counterattack, pushed into retake fairly quickly. Didn't let Union get the ground. They wiped flags down multiple times, a couple times anyways, which prevented Union from really quickly getting back into action. So, nice round there. Good win for CSA. Thank you all for watching. I hope you enjoyed. Please like, comment, share, and subscribe. If you want to support the channel more, go beneath the video, hit the join button. By doing so, you can get a live stream of all the War of Rights broadcasts we do with no ads and get a exclusive non-War of Rights broadcast on the weekly. Also, on top of just supporting the channel, if you're playing in this match, send me a link to your perspective and we can place that in the pinned comment of the video. If you want to sponsor a broadcast in a variety of ways, please check out the Patreon as well in the description. But nonetheless, appreciate you all. God bless, and we will see you all in the next one. I hope you all have a wonderful rest of your night.